Where are the Rohingya women supposed to be safe? What crime did the Rohingya women commit? Why should the Rohingya women have to suffer for the crimes of the Rohingya men? Hello everyone, it's Asian Anthony, and in this video, women's rights and the Rohingya. Now, women's rights aren't just about whether or not someone attacks you. Women's rights is more about school, work, freedom of travel, freedom to make decisions about your own body and life, freedom to participate in the community. And unfortunately, many of the Rohingya women do not have this privilege. Many Rohingya women are abused, treated like property, and they are rarely ever given any type of leadership positions, so they cannot speak out about this. Now, recently there are countless reports of Rohingya women being sexually abused and forced into the Rakhine army and the Myanmar military. Now, I know there are lots of Rohingya women who are proud to represent the Rakhine army and are proud to represent the Myanmar military, but there are lots of reports of abuse. There are reports of the Rohingya who are in and around Sitwe, which is the capital of Rakhine State, being told that one person of each household, if you're Rohingya, must serve in the Myanmar military. I view this as unacceptable. And I think it's important to remember that although many people in Myanmar don't like Rohingya for a number of reasons, the women and the children are harmless and they are far less likely to cause any problems, unlike some of the men. So let me ask you, where are the Rohingya women supposed to be safe? Imagine fleeing a war only to find danger in the place you fled to. Going home could be dangerous, but staying in a refugee camp is also dangerous. Imagine what it's like to be one of these women. Now, the Rohingya women are facing a protection crisis wherever they go. In Rakhine, they're not safe. In the refugee camps of Bangladesh, they're not safe. Even in Malaysia, there are lots of reports of abuse by Malaysian men and Rohingya men. The government of Myanmar has recently and thankfully has announced that they will be accepting about over 300,000 Rohingya back into Myanmar after Rakhine State becomes safe again. But many people say that Rakhine just is not safe for the women. Rohingya women should not be forced to return until there are credible guarantees that they are safe, they will have freedom of movement, protection from forced recruitment, and access to basic rights. And that isn't just for the women of the Rohingya tribe, that is for all of the women in Myanmar. Now, Bangladesh, I'm sorry, it's not much better. Cox's Bazar, where most of these female Rohingya refugees live, isn't just a normal safe haven for the Rohingya women. As of March 2026, there is about 1.19 million Rohingya refugees in these crowded camps of Cox's Bazar and another place called Bazar. Now, women and children make up 78% of the population in Cox's Bazar. Yes, 78%. And according to a lot of human watch organizations, many of these women and girls in Cox's Bazar continue to face sexual violence and safety threats. The international community talks about the Rohingya refugees returning to Myanmar, even though a lot of people in Myanmar don't like the Rohingya, I understand. But returning to Myanmar is not the same as protecting someone while they're in Myanmar. If Rohingya women are going to return to Rakhine, who guarantees their safety? Who is going to protect them from violence? Who is going to provide them health care and education? And who is actually responsible if these protections don't exist?